YouTube viewers out there. It is Sebastian of Sebastian's Movie Game Time. And on episode 62, I'm going to be reviewing movies called Sebastian's remake sequels, trilogy or franchises. Um, so I'm going to be reviewing, talking about all these movies that are trilogies, sequels, remakes, and so forth. So let's get started, shall we? First, we have the original first Mission Impossible. It's about an IMF agent named Ethan Hunt who gets framed for his team's murders, and he must find a way to find the person who killed his team and framed him for their murders. This is the first entry to the first Mission Impossible movie. Before we had other Mission Impossible movies, this is the first entry, is the first one. It stars Tom Cruise, John Voight, Henry Cerny, Ving Rhames, Jean Renault, Christian Scott Thomas, and Vanessa Redgrave. The first Mission Impossible is directed by Brian De Palma. I get the first Mission Impossible 3 out of 3 stars. We have a sequel called Mission Impossible 2, also known, people call it MI2. It's about Ethan Hunt who goes to Australia as he's been tasked to recruit a beautiful young woman to bring down a former IMF agent who went who went gone rogue and became an international arms dealer as he plans to poison the world. Mission Impossible 2 is directed by action director John Woo. It's a John Woo action film, Mission Impossible 2. It stars Tom Cruise, Danny Newton, Ving Rhames, Dougray Scott, Brendan Gleeson, and Anthony Hopkins. Mission Impossible 2, I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. It's about Ethan Hunt and his team who have been disemboweled by the government after the government who shut down the IMF program, as they must save the world, as Ethan Hunt and his team must save the world. Ghost Protocol, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. This is a Mission Impossible movie where the Ethan Hunt character jumps or leaps on the building windows during a sandstorm. This is the Mission Impossible that has that. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol stars Tom Cruise, Simon Pegg, Jeremy Renner, Paula Patton, and Leah Seydoux, or Leah Seydoux. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Mission Impossible Fallout. It's about Ethan Hunt and his team who must stop and prevent a deadly attack from the other cities around the world. Mission Impossible Fallout stars Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Henry Cavill, Angela Bassett, Rebecca Ferguson, Michelle Monaghan, and Alec Baldwin and Vanessa Kirby. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. No, I'm sorry. Mission Impossible Fallout. Sorry. I give Mission Impossible Fallout 3 out of 3 stars. We have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. It's about IMF agent Ethan Hunt and his team go after a new dangerous weapon before it falls into the wrong hands. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This is a great Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. I really had fun with this one. It stars Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson, Vanessa Kirby, Henry Cerny, Isa Morales, Tom Clementif, Henry Cerny, Haley Atwell, Carrie Elwes. Dead Reckoning Part 1, Mission Impossible. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have the first Tremors movie. It's about a small town in Nevada called Perfection, where it's being overrun by giant-sized rabbi worms, and only a luckily few citizens will stop these rabbi worms. This is the first Tremors movie. It stars Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, Ariana Richards, Tony Gennaro, Reba McEntire, and Michael Gross. The first Tremors movie. Give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have a straight-to-video movie. Tremors 3, Back to Perfection. It's about an obsessed survivalist from the first 2 Tremors movies, Burt Gummer, who is back in his third chapter to the Tremors third movie as he continues battle more rabbi worms. This is a straight to video third chapter to the Tremors movie. It stars Michael Gross, who's back as Burt Gummer. Tremors 3. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We had the first American Pie movie. It's about a group of high school teenagers who plan to lose who all plan to lose their virginity for their senior high school prom. This is the original first American Pie film. I didn't see this movie when it first came out. I saw this movie like years later, and I really had fun with the characters. I enjoyed the characters. I liked their chemistry. The first American Pie movie stars Jason Beggs, Eddie K. Thomas, Thomas Ian Nicholas, Chris Klein, Mina Silvery, Tara Reid, Shawnee Elizabeth, Natasha Lowen, Casey Affleck, Jennifer Coolidge, and John Chow, and Sean William Scott as Stifler. I get the first American Pie movie 3 out of 3 stars. We have a sequel, American Pie 2. American Pie 2, a sequel. It's about all the characters from the beloved American Pie film who are back as they go to a lake resort house for the weekend for summer vacation as they plan to get back, with their former, you know, girlfriends. And this is a sequel, American Pie 2. Another good sequel to an American Pie film, I gotta say. Stars Jason Biggs, Gianni Elizabeth, Allison Hannigan, Sean William Scott, Eddie K. Thomas, Chris Klein, Thomas Ian Nicholas, Eddie K. Thomas, Tara Reid, Natasha Lowen, and Eugene Levy, and Tara Reid. I give American Pie 2 3 out of 3 stars. We have a direct to video. American Pie presents The Naked Mile. It's about a high school teenager who's a virgin as he gets a hall pass from his girlfriend as he takes a trip with his friends to uh attend a party over at a college. American Pie presents The Naked Mile. It stars John White and Eugene Levy. I give American Pie presents The Naked Mile 3 out of 3 stars. We have another American Pie present movie called The Book of Love. It's about three teenage virgin who discover the Book of Love that has everything for the people owing to know about the differences of love. Two women. American Pie presents The Book of Love. It stars Eugene Levy. The Book of Love. Give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have American Reunion. It's about all the characters from the first two American Pie movies who are all back as they all get together for the high school reunion as they're planning to continue to do more inappropriate behavior stuff and get into more craziness. American Reunion. I really like American Reunion. It was good. It was good to see all the characters come back for the high school reunion as they all get together and you know, pick up where things left off for them. It was great to see everybody come back. I mean, Jason Biggs, Eddie K. Thomas, Thomas Ian Nicholas, Tara Reid, um, Natasha Lowen appears as well. Sean William Scott, Chris Klein, Mina Silvery, Katrina Baldwin, Jennifer Coolidge, and Eugene Levy. American Reunion. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have the first movie called Bring It On. It's about a high school cheerleader squad who find out that they have stolen their other cheerleader squad, dance squad teams, um, dance moves. This is the first to the Bring It On movie. It stars Alicia Dushku, Kristen Dunst, Gabrielle Union. I give the first Bring It On movie 3 out of 3 stars. We have Bring It On, All or Nothing. It's by a teenage girl who transferred to another high school in Crenshaw Heights, California, where she and a new team of cheerleader squad must battle their own former cheerleader squad. Bring it on, all or nothing. It stars Hayden Panettiere, Solange Knowles, and music superstar Rihanna appears in this movie. Bring it on, all or nothing. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have another Bring It On movie called Bring It On, Cheer or Die. It's about a mysterious serial killer began stalking a group of cheerleader squad to an abandoned high school to practice for their new cheerleading routine. Bring It On, Cheer or Die. This is a slasher version take of the Bring It On movie. This is a slasher movie of Bring It On. If you didn't know about this, I thought it was a new approach take on a Bring It On, make it a slasher film this time. Bring It On, Cheer or Die. It stars Carrie Matters, Syria Holder, Alexandra Beaton. Bring It On, Cheer or Die. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have the original classic, Die Hard. It's about NYPD officer John McClane as he battles a group of terrorists inside a skyscraper building during Christmas Eve as they plan to rob um, billions of bonds. This is the first Die Hard movie, and this Die Hard movie made Bruce Willis an action icon star that who he is today and still is. The first Die Hard stars Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman, Reginald VelJohnson, Robert Davi, Alexander Goodenough, and Paul Gleason. The first Die Hard movie gave it 3 out of 3 stars. We have a sequel, Die Hard 2. Is about NYPD officer John McClane from the first Die Hard film as he battles gone rogue ruthless group of military army who have taken over the international airport. Die Hard 2. It stars Bruce Willis, William Sadler, John Amos, and Franco Nero. Die Hard 2. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have a third chapter, Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's about John McClane who goes up against a terrorist bomber who's planning to bomb a school filled with kids. Where at the same time, the terrorist bomber wants to get revenge on John McClane. Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is the third chapter to the Die Hard movie. Stars Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, Jeremy Irons. Die Hard with a Vengeance. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have my favorite Die Hard movie called Live Free or Die Hard, or I call it Die Hard 4. It's about NYPD detective John McClane, whose job is to protect a hacker from being killed by a terrorist. This is Die Hard 4, Live Free or Die Hard. Like I said, this is my favorite Die Hard movie. Well, I mean, I still like the other ones. I like the first one, the second, the third. but I really had fun with this Die Hard 4 movie. It stars Bruce Willis, Timothy Olyphant, Maggie Q, Justin Long, Mary Elizabeth Winston, Cliff Curtis, and Kevin Smith. Live Free or Die Hard, known as Die Hard 4. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. And because I talked about the Die Hard movies, back in 2013, um, at a at the AMC movie theater for Valentine's Day, AMC movie theater AMC movie theater re-release all the Die Hard movies that leads up to the Die Hard film. The one where John McClane goes to Russia to meet his son. And AMC movie theaters back in 2013, they showed all the Die Hard movies. It's called a very Die Hard Valentine's Day marathon. They showed all the they show all the Die Hard movies, including the last one where John McClane goes to Russia. So the AMC movie theaters re-release all the Die Hard movies, including the latest new one. As you can see. So AMC movie theaters they they released the other Die Hard movies before the last one. And I went to that. As you can see, this is my hold on. This is my AMC movie theater badge for the Die Hard Valentine's Day marathon movie that they did. It was really great to see all the Die Hard movies at the movie theater that they re-released. It was great. But this was back in 2013. So yeah. Okay, so now we move on to Batman. Tim Tim Burton's Batman movie about Bruce Wayne, Batman, who goes up against a new villain who was a gangster who goes by the name called the Joker. This is Tim Burton's first Batman movie that stars Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Kim Basinger, Billy D. Williams, and Jack Palance. Tim Burton's first Batman movie. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Batman Forever. It's about billionaire Bruce Wayne Batman who battles two villains, a crime puzzling mastermind called the Riddler, and a once Gotham City District Attorney, Harvey Two Harvey Dent, before became Two Face. This is the Joel Schumacher one, Batman Forever. It stars Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell, and Drew Barrymore. Batman Forever. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Batman and Robin. It's about Batman and Robin who meet up with the new crime fighter Batgirl as all three go after three villains: Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane. Another Joe Schumacher Batman movie, Batman and Robin, stars George Clooney, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chris O'Donnell, Uma Thurman, Alicia Silverstone. Batman and Robin. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have an animated cartoon called Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. It's about Bruce Wayne, who's now a mentor, who's trained a protege, young young man named Terry McGinnis, become the new Batman. As Terry McGinnis finds out that Gotham City's past villain, the Joker, somehow comes back and is being resurrected. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker stars Will Fredo, Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy, Angie Herman, Dean Stockwell, Paris Drawn, Tara Gar, Melissa Joan Hart, Henry Rollins, John Harvey, and Michael Rosenbaum. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. It's about Bruce Wayne and Batman who battles a new psychopath or a new sociopath, mass murdering killer known as the Joker, who wants to cause Gotham City mayhem and chaos. This is Christopher Nolan's second Batman movie called The Dark Knight. I really enjoyed this one. This is my favorite. Stars Christian Bale, Aaron Eckhart, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Morgan Freeman, Gary Oldman, Eric Roberts, Michael J. White, Michael Caine, and the late Heath Ledger. The Dark Knight. Give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Star Wars. Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. It's about 2 Jedi Knights who must protect a queen who's the queen of Naboo from evil forces. Oh, that is the Imperial March. Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. This is a great Star Wars Episode 1: Phantom Menace. Despite what some people may say about this one, hate it, don't like it, or whatever. This is a good one. I really enjoy it. The Phantom Menace stars Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman, Ray Park, Frank Oz, Jake Lloyd, and Samuel L. Jackson. Star Wars Episode 1. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. It's by 2 Jedi's, Obi-Wan and Anakin, who must battle a new enemy who happens to be a former Jedi that went and turned rogue, evil. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones stars Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman, Samuel L. Jackson, Frank Oz, and Christopher Lee. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Star Wars Rogue One. It's about an unlikely hero young woman who must help a rebel spy as they go on a dangerous mission to steal the Death Star plans so they can plan to destroy it. Star Wars Rogue One. This all happens after the events of the first and second seasons of Andor on Disney Plus. Well, this movie Rogue One takes place after the Andor show. Star Wars Rogue One stars Felicity Jones, Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Donnie Yen, Mads Mikkelsen, and Forrest Whitaker. Star Wars, a Rogue One. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have the original first classic Star Wars movie. It's about a man named Luke Skywalker who embarks on an incredible journey throughout the different galaxies to save to save a princess from the evil Imperial March forces. Star Wars. This is the original classic Star Wars movie that started it all. That came out in 1977. That stars Mark Hamill, Harry Fisher, Harrison Ford, James Earl Jones as the voice of Darth Vader, Peter Cushing, and Alec Guinness. The original Star Wars movie. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's about it's about a new threat. It's about Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's about a young scavenger, young girl named Rey, who meets up with Han Solo and Chewbacca to stop a new enemy threat and and a new villain. Star Wars: The Force Awakens stars Dizzy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Dominic Gleeson, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It's about Rey, who now finds out that she's a Jedi as she continues to battle the she battles the Emperor, who was supposed to be dead but somehow is back. As she continues battle Kylo Ren, as she must stop the Emperor, who has plans of his own to destroy the galaxy. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker stars Dizzy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, and Billy D. Williams. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have the second Fast and Furious movie, Too Fast, Too Furious, for Brian O'Connor, who gets recruited by the FBI agency to bring down a drug lord in Miami with help from a former ex-con felon childhood friend and a beautiful undercover woman agent. Too Fast, Too Furious. I like the music, I like the cars, and it was just fun. Too Fast, Too Furious stars Paul Walker, Tyrese, Ludacris, Eva Mendes, Michael Ailey, James Rumor, and Cole Hauser. Too Fast, Too Furious. Give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Fast X, known as Fast 10. It's by Dominic Toretto and his family gang, who find himself being hunted down by a vengeful man named Dante, who wants revenge for the deaths of his father, who was a crime lord from Fast 5. Fast 10. I really enjoyed Fast 10. I know some people didn't like the Fast 10 movie, and that's fine, but I really enjoy it. Stars Van Diesel, Jason Momoa, Michelle Michelle Rodriguez, Brie Larson, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, John Cena, Jordana Brewster, Rita Moreno, Helen Mirren, Jason Statham, Alan Ritchson, Scott Eastwood, Charlize Theron, And Meadow Walker, whose father is Paul Walker. It was great to see Meadow Walker, who appears in Fast 10, or known as Fast X. You have a 3 out of 3 stars. We have Man of Steel. It's about Clark Kent, Superman, who must battle his his arch nemesis villain named General Zod, who plans to destroy Superman's planet Earth. Man of Steel is a snack. This is Zack Snyder version of Superman. It stars Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Diane Lane, Kevin Costner, Lawrence Fishburne, and Russell Crowe. Man of Steel, I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have a new take on Superman. James Gunn's Superman. It's about Clark Kent, Superman, and other heroes who must save their Earth from a dangerous enemy threat. While at the same time, this evil threat person that they're gonna go after is a businessman named Lex Luthor, who would do anything by any means to kill Superman. James Gunn Superman. This is a whole new take. This is a whole new different take on Superman by James Gunn. I thought James Gunn did a. I thought James Gunn did an amazing job with his Superman film. It stars David Cornsweet, Richard Brosnan, and Nicholas Hoult, who was good as Lex Luthor. James Gunn Superman. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We had the first classic, Jurassic Park. It's by a group of guest people who must battle for survival after all the dinosaurs on this massive island escape from the padlocks after somebody shuts down the whole security system, and all the dinosaurs escape from the padlocks. This is the original Jurassic Park movie. It's a classic. It stars Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Bob Peck, Richard Amber, B.D. Wan, Joseph Maciel, Ariana Richards, Samuel L. Jackson, and Wayne Knight. Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg, directed by Steven Spielberg. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We we have a sequel called The Lost World Jurassic Park. It's about Malcolm Ian and other expedition hunters who encounter new dinosaurs at this new island where they're, you know, I know some people didn't like the second Jurassic Park movie, and that's fine. I really had fun with the second one. The Lost World Jurassic Park stars Jeff Goldblum, Julian Moore, Pete Postewell, Richard Amber, Arliss Howard, Richard Schreff, Vanessa Lee Chester, Camilla Bell, and Peter Stelmore, and Vince Vaughn. The Lost World Jurassic Park. I gave it 3 out of 3 stars. We had the first we we had the first Jurassic World. It's about a new era theme park called Jurassic World, where its newer dinosaurs starts attacking its local tourists and other guests who would come visit this new theme park of Jurassic World. When I heard about this first Jurassic World movie, I thought it was really great and new and fresh. It stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Ty Simpkins, Judy Greer, B.D. Wan, Jake Johnson, and Vincent D'Onofrio. The first Jurassic World, I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We we have Jurassic World, Dominion. It's about Owen and Claire from the first two Jurassic World films as they meet the trio people from the trio characters from the original Jurassic Park film as they all come together to survive as all the chaos that the dinosaurs that are causing it. Jurassic World Dominion. This is where the two new characters meet up for the first time with the three older characters from the first Jurassic Park movie. That was a good clash team. Jurassic World Dominion stars Bryce Dallas Howard, Chris Pratt, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, DeWanda Wise, Isabella Sherman, B.D. Wan, Justice Smith, and and Campbell Scott as Lewis Dodson. Jurassic World Dominion, give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have Jurassic World Rebirth. It's about the events after Jurassic World Dominion. It's about an expedition team who go on to a new island that they never heard about as the expedition team find themselves being hunted by dangerous dinosaurs and a new brand new dinosaur. Jurassic World Rebirth. This is a great Jurassic World movie. It stars it stars Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Rupert Friend, and Mahershala Ali. Jurassic World Rebirth. I give it 3 out of 3 stars. We have John Wick Chapter 2. It's about Hitman John Wick who finds himself that there's a huge bounty reward has been placed on his head as he battles hire other assassins from around the world. John Wick Chapter 2. I liked I I enjoyed the first John Wick movie, but I like Chapter 2 a lot way better. It has more action, more style. John Wick Chapter 2 stars Keanu Reeves, Ian McShane, Lance Reddick, Ruby Rose, Common, Franco Nero, and Lawrence Fishburne. John Wick Chapter 2, I give it 3 out of 3 stars. And finally, we have the last movie called John Wick Chapter 4. It's about John Wick who plans to make a deal with the high table till the high table top lieutenant puts a major bounty reward hit on him, and John Wick must survive as he goes up again as he destroys and defeats all the other assassins. John Wick Chapter 4 stars Keanu Reeves, Ian McShane, Lance Reddick, which is his last role, Lawrence Fishburne, Clancy Brown, Bill Skarsgård, Donnie Yen, Scott Adkins, and Hiroyuki Sanada. John Wick Chapter 4, I give it 3 out of 3 stars. Okay, everybody, that will do it for episode 62 of Sebastian's Movie Game Time. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and get new contents. Thank you for watching, and I'll see all of you at the movies.